Hello everyone, you're welcome to General Insight TV. Today once again we are diving into the role of boundaries in relationship, setting and respecting boundaries in relationship. So we ask you to come closer and watch till the end so that you will learn a lot today, and also to share this video as soon as you are done watching it. Thank you. Now, the role of boundaries in relationship. So, boundaries are an essential aspect of any healthy relationship, as you all know. So, they define the limit and guidelines for how individuals interact with one another, ensuring that each person feels safe, respected, and valued. So, that is what boundaries are about. So, understanding, setting, and respecting boundaries can strengthen relationship, foster trust, and maintain emotional well-being for both partners in a relationship. Now, what are the boundaries in relationship? Now, the boundaries are personal limits that define what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior in a relationship. So it's a kind of personal limits, that define what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior in a relationship. So they serve as a framework for maintaining individuality, emotional security, and mutual respect. So boundaries can be physical boundaries. For example, physical boundaries is as a kind of a personal space, you know, physical touch and levels of intimacy. So that's what physical boundaries is all about. When we talk about physical boundaries, we talk about personal space, physical touch, and levels of intimacy. So we've got emotional boundaries as well. Emotional boundaries involves sharing feelings, managing emotions, emotional demands, and protecting mental health and all that. So we've got time boundaries as well. Time boundaries has to do with how much time is spent together versus apart, So that's what time boundaries is all about. So we've got communication boundaries as well. So establish how to discuss sensitive topics and resolve conflict, So it has to do with establishing how to discuss sensitive topics and resolves conflict. So we've got financial boundaries as well. So financial boundaries, it's all about determining how much money is shared, spent or managed in a relationship. So these are the boundaries that we have got to talk about here. Now we are diving into why boundaries is important in a relationship. Number one is it fosters what is called respect in a relationship. So boundaries ensure that both partners respect each other's needs, preferences, and limits in a relationship. So it's very, very important in every relationship. So number two is that it's something that promotes healthy communication, So boundaries promotes what is called healthy communication, otherwise called effective communication. So clear boundaries reduces what is called misunderstanding and foster open, honest dialogue in a relationship. So it also encourages both partners to express their needs and concerns without fear of judgment. You see? So number three is that it prevents resentment. One of the important of boundaries is that it prevents what is called resentment. So when boundaries are respected, both partners feel valued and avoid feeling of being taken for granted. So, without boundaries, unmet needs and frustration can build over time, leading to what is called resentment. So, number 4 is that it maintains individuality. So, boundaries allow partners to maintain their sense of self and pursue personal interest outside the relationship. Number 5 is that it builds what is called trust and security. So knowing that boundaries will be respected fosters trust and emotional safety. You see, it reassures both partners that their needs will be acknowledged and honored. So now we are diving into steps for setting healthy boundaries in the relationship. Number 1 is understand your needs and limits. You need to understand your needs and limits. Reflect on what makes you comfortable or uncomfortable in a relationship. Secondly, you need to identify non-negotiable and areas where you are willing to compromise. When you identify non-negotiable areas, and areas that you are willing to compromise, then you are on the way of setting healthy boundaries in relationship. So otherwise, understanding your limits. Is it? Number 2, you need to communicate clearly. You need to discuss your boundaries with your partner openly and calmly so that he or she will understand where and how you are coming. So use what is called I statements when you are communicating. Example, I need time for myself, or I need time for myself after work to recharge, to express your needs. You need to be, number 3, consistent. Enforce boundaries consistently to ensure they are respected. Avoid sending mixed signals by ignoring or excusing boundary violations. Number 4 says, you need to listen to your partner's boundaries. You encourage your partner to share their own needs and limits. Respect their boundaries as much as you expect them to respect yours. 5, revisit and adjust boundaries as needed. Once in a while, you revisit and adjust boundaries as needed. If you set up boundaries once in a while or regularly, you revisit your boundaries, make adjustments, and all that, so that the relationship will keep thriving and moving. So relationship evolve, and so do individuals' needs. You see, regularly check in with your partner to ensure boundaries remain relevant and effective. Now we are diving into how to respect boundaries. The boundaries needs to be respected in a relationship for a relationship to thrive. If it is not respected, it means there will be an issue. And when comes an issue, it's not gonna be the best at the end of the day. So number 1 thing that you need to do, as in if you want to respect boundary, is you need to pay attention to verbal and non-verbal cues. What do I mean by this? Respect when your partner expresses discomfort or hesitancy. You need to avoid what is called pressuring or guilt tripping. Pressuring your partner to compromise their boundaries undermines trust and respect. You see, you need to apologize for boundary violation. Whenever you violate a boundary, apologize for that. You see, if you overstep a boundary, acknowledge your mistake, apologize sincerely, and take steps to prevent from it happening again in the future. Now, we need to discuss what happens when boundaries are not respected and when it is ignored. So, what do you see, or what are the occurrences when boundaries are ignored? When boundaries are not respected, relationship can become what unhealthy or toxic. So, common consequences include: one, loss of trust can come in. Yeah. Repeated violations erode trust and create emotional distance between partners. If you keep on repeating the same thing that you did in the past that is not good, then there will come in what is called loss of trust. Number two is resentment and conflict. When boundaries are not respected or when it is ignored, resentment and conflict will come in. So ignored boundaries often lead to feelings of being undervalued, which can result in frequent arguments or passive aggressive behavior. Yeah. So number three is what is called codependency. Lack of boundaries can lead to one partner relying excessively on the other for what emotional or physical support, creating an imbalanced dynamic, which is not good. Number four is what? Emotional burnout. Without boundaries, one or both partners may feel overwhelmed, leading to frustration and dissatisfaction in the relationship. Now we are diving into the examples of healthy boundaries in relationship. We have physical healthy boundaries. Physical healthy boundaries. So when you are okay with hugs, but I don't feel comfortable with public display of affection, for instance. Examples. I am okay with hugs, but I don't feel comfortable with public display of affections. That is to say, when someone hugs you, that you are okay with it. But if someone hugs you in the public, that you are not okay with it. So it means that the hugging, if it must be done, it must be done. It mustn't be done in the public. So number two is emotional boundaries or emotional healthy boundaries. So I need some time alone after a stressful day to process my feelings. That's at the end of the day. When you are done doing all that you did in a day, you need what? Some time alone to stay on your own after a stressful day to process your feelings, to have kind of reflections on what has gone, maybe wrong or right during the day and all that, So number three is time healthy boundaries. So I enjoy spending time together, but I also need a night each week to focus on my hobbies. See, you enjoy time, as in spending time together with your partner, but also you need a night each to focus on your hobbies. You see? Okay. Now we are heading into communication healthy boundaries. Communication healthy boundaries. See, I prefer that we don't raise our voices during arguments. Let's talk calmly. So when there is an argument, you talk calmly, though there is an argument. there is an issue on the ground, but you both should do what? You should talk it over constructively without raising your voices, without calling names, without belittling each other. So at the end of the day, I mean, there will be what is called communication healthy boundaries. It will be maintained. So that's what it's all about. That's what he's talking about now. So another one is financial healthy boundaries. When we discuss large purchases together, but each of us should have some personal spending money. So when you want to make purchases, you discuss it together. You can have a kind of conversation together, plan how to do it together. But each of us or each of you guys should have some personal spending money with you. Some money that you can spend on your own. Yeah. So that's what it's all about here. So when it is not like that, then it will be balanced. So what are we trying to talk here in a nutshell? In a nutshell, boundaries are vital for creating and maintaining a healthy, respectful and loving relationship. You see, boundaries, are very, very vital for creating and maintaining a healthy, respectful and loving relationship. They empower both partners to do to express their needs while fostering what is called trust, communication, and mutual respect. So by setting and respecting boundaries in a relationship, couples can create a safe space where both individuals feel valued and supported. Healthy boundaries don't restrict relationship at all. They strengthen them by allowing each partner to thrive individually while growing together. So boundaries are the foundation of a balanced and harmonious partnership or relationship. So we thank you for watching till this, and we really appreciate. And we ask you to subscribe to our channel, to like this video, to comment down below. If you've got any topic that you would like us to discuss, let us know at the comment section. Then we ask you to tap or click notification bell so that you get our update whenever we upload videos. We ask you also to share this video to other people so that they will learn as we did. At this juncture, we say a big thank you once again, and see you when we see you again. Bye for now.